H&H Roofs.com or refund 2546.
Celebrate all 2003. Hallow has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve secure and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 97 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as well as those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. Business Hour, Saturday 7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
Bitcoin certain opportunities for individuals with disabilities for the 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling. There are also services at ilc.net. Integrated life choices.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced, focused on innovation and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys want a happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7attempt.com.
Welcome into the show. It's a Monday. It's the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico hanging out with you. And we kick it off with a very friendly text from our good friend, our pal, one of our favorite listeners, Eric, that says, there's so much happiness in this hour.
Just all the happiness.
Hello, Rico.
Hello.
How was the weekend?
It was great.
KJ went to a birthday party?
Yes.
Parents are making friends with parents?
I know. I think we may have been invited to a game night. So
is that as important as the kids making friends?
Yeah.
Is it
you gotta
parents making friends?
You gotta be friends with your kids' friends, parents. Yeah, that way.
I felt like, is there more pressure on the parents, or
yes.
there more?
No, the kids don't care. The kids don't care. They'll make friends. Ellie has like 25 best friends. Like, it's fine. That little lady, she loves love. That's what she loves love.
Oh no,
she loves love. She's
that better
person.
Change.
She's just a friendly person. She's just like her dad.
Better nip that in the
bud.
Just
very nice. We're just very nice. We love to talk to people. So
that's take care of that.
No, she already said that. We asked her this weekend. We said, "Baby girl, are you ever gonna get a boyfriend?" And she goes, "No, Daddy's the only boyfriend I need." I said, I said, "Damn straight, baby girl."
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure every 3-year-old said that to her dad.
Nope, damn straight. Everything is when she turns 22. When she turns 22, she's gonna get a car.
How do you know?
She goes, that's what she says. She said, when I turn 22, yeah, whatever it is. She goes, when I turn 22, can I do this? I go, yeah, baby girl. Of course you
can. Mississippi Mud Dog says, Rico, do you want your kids to hang out with my kids?
I don't know. How old are your kids?
Just 27.
I don't know. I got a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. So we got
402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line. Those are both open for you guys, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Now, I will say, if you are on the video stream,
you can see the cool sunglasses that I'm rocking.
Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?
It's called 93.7 The Ticket sunglasses.
I actually
They
wore
were-
mine all weekend.
They were sitting here when I sat down, and I figured, why not put them on?
There you go. Those are yours now.
You just told me a couple minutes ago that I'm not fashionable.
You are not.
And that kind of stung just a little bit.
Do you want to tell the people why I said that?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nick is looking for new sandals. New
I was looking
slides.
I was looking at slides. Yes.
He says, to replace his Birks, and the ones he's looking at give off knockoff Yeezy vibes.
They're tall and it's for tall and skinny dudes, and I'm neither one of those.
And no, they just the color
Go
schemes
ahead, say
that
it.
they
Say
had,
I'm fat.
Call
me fat.
Not calling you
Rico.
fat because it's not that. I can see larger people wearing those.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's just the fact that the style of the sandal, the fact that they're just so plain and just like smooth, whatever. There's no
they're just
logos or
slick.
anything on them.
Oh, there's a logo.
They're for fashionable people, Nick.
I don't know. I feel like
they're
nobody
for people
in Lincoln
like
then
those.
could probably wear
Like
them.
those are for people who wear Jordans and match the Jordans to their entire outfit.
I have Jordans,
but you don't match the Jordans to your outfit. And also, your Jordans have creases.
Well,
those are for
because I
people.
wear 'em.
I know, but those are for people who don't have creases in
I
their
don't
Jordans,
enjoy
even
it.
after they wear them.
That's something that I always pick my battles with when it comes to Jordans, because I haven't worn my Jordans in a very long time, but that's something that
You
I
got them and wore them every day.
I almost
after you got them.
not every day, but quite often, because there was times there, whether it was like press conferences, whether it was basketball games, whatever it was, where I was out and about in public, I was like, I'm wearing nicer pants. I'll spice it up with the Jordans a little bit. Now I'm rocking the New Balances today.
Shout out to you.
Hey, the New Balances are comfy. I don't care what anybody says.
I need to get a pair of New Balance. Well, first I need to get a house that I can mow the lawn. Then I need a pair of New Balances.
Well, see, like these aren't just the normal white New Balances. They got a little. I mean, it's black and white. And
Then I
silver.
need to get myself
They're fine.
some grilling sandals.
At least I have.
As soon as I get a house, I'm leaning into dad mode hard.
See, and what you need is, once you get a house and you have the grilling sandals, you got to have the crew length socks.
Oh, of course.
Okay, I still have the no shows, or just not the no shows, because I don't wear those. It's the ones that are super small or super short. But
I go with like the calf length, pull them down a little bit.
I just don't appreciate the comment about not being fashionable. I feel like I could pull them off.
I don't.
And they're for a quarter of the price that Birks are.
Like Nick, I meant it in the nicest way possible, which I don't know if there was a nice way to say it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there was.
You're not the guy that somebody's going to go to for fashion advice.
And Big Bird, this is exactly my point. Big Bird says, I don't understand why someone would buy something, shoes, car, etc., to let it just sit on the shelf. Also, Team Nike Air Monarchs. I don't know what those are.
Those are the dad shoes. Those are the small Nike swoosh.
Gotcha. Yep, I know exactly what they
those
are.
ones.
Now, that was the tough part with the Jordans, is that I got them and I was like, dang, these are kind of cool. Like, I actually really like these. And
it's not that you don't wear them, because I have Jordans and I wear them.
How do you not get creases in them?
My thing is, I'm going to get creases, but I am going to keep them clean.
Okay. You just got to clean them
The
up.
way that you don't get creases is you have to walk a certain way, and I don't know.
See,
I
going
haven't
to
perfected
change
that, so I'm going to get creases in my Jordans. I'm fine with it. You can get the creases out. You just got to get like a damp towel and an iron. You put the damp towel, and you just iron that a little bit, and then creases go away.
Okay.
It's a hack.
Okay, cool. That's fine with me. Then I'll work on the way I walk.
No, you don't have to. The creases are fine. I'm just saying that those slides are for people that don't get creases in their Jordans.
But I'm not going to get creases in slides.
But that's what I'm saying, is the people that don't.
I'm about to
fashionable.
buy them just to prove to you that I can pull them off.
Please do. Like those slides, like DP could rock those slides.
Oh, absolutely.
You could not rock those
DP also rocks a lot of things.
You could not rock.
He can pull off a lot of
there's
things.
A lot of things. Wait, I can't rock what DP rocks.
Neither can I. I don't try to.
I'm trying to get into the shoe game.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's a smidge.
This is gonna really, really make me look unfashionable. I pair of and one slides.
Okay.
And one slides. They're like $21 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Right? Now you want to talk about grilling shoes? They're grilling shoes. Where'd my camera go?
I don't know. You disappeared.
My camera just got taken off the
See,
street.
That's how unfashionable you are.
Come on. I got the sunglasses.
You got thrown off the street.
Oh, where's the camera? Anyway, No, I used to own a pair of And One slides, and I loved them. They were cushiony. They were great for post baseball games. Take off the cleats, put on the slides. Now it's my Birks, but now the cork is all coming out undone in the Birks. They're really bad. I mean, they're 5.5 years old, so I've gotten my due out of it.
I got a pair of Adidas slides, and we're good to go.
Okay, cool. Are they the ones with the hurt? They got the little pokes.
No.
Those
I don't like those.
everybody loves those, and
They're supposed to be like
the bottom of the feet. They're
they're
supposed to
supposed to
break
be
up
like-
the scar tissue and stuff.
Massagey.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. 402-464-5685. AA Ron says Nick is way cooler than I'll ever be, and that's okay. Thank you, AA Ron. But you're a pretty cool dude, I would assume as well. Never met you, but I would assume you're pretty
It'd be
cool.
really awkward if you had. And you just said you didn't.
I mean,
that's dangerous.
AA Ron, I might have met you.
That's too late. You already said it.
So you got my camera back? Cool.
Yeah.
Gotta let everybody 93 ticket sunglasses. Get them while it's hot. Get them while they're hot. Union Bank baseball does play today. We are going to talk a little baseball. UB.
Baseball corner.
Baseball corner. And Mississippi Mud Dog, this is going to feel extra good telling you this because I know you're a Cardinals fan. Nice job losing 3 out of the 4 games of the Cubs over the weekend. All you Cardinals fans, congratulations. The Cubs continue to put themselves in a position for a playoff spot while you guys continue to fall farther and farther down the NL Central standings. So thank you.
Cody Bellinger, greater than Albert Pujols.
Cody Bellinger, greatest baseball player alive. Here we are. So let's dive into that a little bit.
Shout out to the Yankees for not sucking.
The Yankees swept the Royals.
Heck yeah, we're back, baby. Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton walked out to the stage with Drake at the Madison Square Garden show. We're back.
Did Anthony? I didn't see what Anthony
Rizzo hit his first home run since like May 20th.
Did good
Since like May 20th, his first home run.
because even though
It was a wall scraper, baby.
because even though Anthony Rizzo is not part of the Cubs organization anymore, I do enjoy cheering for Anthony Rizzo. Chris Bryant has practically fallen off the face of the earth.
Where does he play?
Colorado.
Didn't know that.
He got extended in Colorado after he got traded from the Giants or maybe he just signed with the Rockies during free agency. I can't remember. Javier Baez is just doing his thing up in Detroit, I guess. He's not really making noise. He's gotten better strikeout wise. He's not swinging at everything that comes his way. But, but here the Cubs over the offseason, obviously they signed Dansby Swanson. Obviously they are fully committed to Nico Horner coming up in the league. They signed Yan Gomes. They promote a couple other guys, but then they sign a guy, a former MVP in Cody Bellinger for a really, really aggressive offer of 1 year, $17.5 million. Just hoping,
Play baseball, kids.
hoping that, hey, there's some hitting coaches that were with the Dodgers previously, now on the Cubs staff, while Cody Bellinger was on the Dodgers. It was his hitting coaches, so he knew them. And then in addition, that maybe just a new venue, a new place to play would help out Cody Bellinger.
Just a change of scenery.
And the guy is on fire.
How's he doing, Nick?
So good. So good.
Tell him, give me some numbers.
Let me tell you, let me just walk you through this weekend.
Hit me with some belly numbers.
So belly numbers this season. He's hitting .319. He has 14 home runs on the season, but 7 of those are in July. And he became a new dad a couple months, about a month and a half ago.
That's what it is.
He became a new dad about a month and a half ago, was on paternity leave for about a week and a half. So that took out some time, dealt with a little bit of a stinger. So that took away some time. But the guy's hitting .319 with 14 home runs and 44 RBIs.
There needs to be a study done on when professional athletes have children. Like their first child, there needs to be a study done because I swear on all that is holy that whenever a professional athlete has a child, they play out of their mind for a couple weeks to a month, maybe like month. They just go off.
Yeah, they go off.
There has to be a study.
So when this is my plea to the Chicago Cubs front office, do not trade Cody Bellinger at the trade deadline. First of all, the last few years you've shown the incompetency to trade worth any value, right?
Second of all, we've seen where not one player is going to help the Yankees. They need
a new
an
team.
overhaul. They need a new manager. They need a new manager. Andy Pettit can come in and help out the pitchers he wants right now, but he's not going to. It's the Cubs are just a few pieces away.
Are you saying the Cubs are closer to World Series contention
the Cubs
than the Yankees
are 3 games below 500.
The Yankees are over 500, and I'm saying they suck.
Yeah.
Your team is under 500, and you're saying we're just a couple pieces away.
They are.
Okay,
the Cubs are just a few pieces away.
You have gone off the deep end, my friend. You've gone off the deep end. You're drinking the Cody Bellinger Kool-Aid. It's too far. Okay, you've gone too far.
The guy's the best defensive first baseman since Rizzo.
I understand
the Cubs have had.
I understand that the Yankees have been on a very torrid, terrible streak of losing, but they are still over 500. They are still closer to making a World Series this season than the Cubs are. That's not just because one of your players is on fire and my whole team sucks does not mean that you're 2-3 pieces away from making a World Series. That's not how this works.
Here is what Cody Bellinger is hitting in the month of July. In the month of July, Cody Bellinger is hitting .452. Okay, we're not sitting here on July 10th saying this. We're sitting here on almost the entire way through July, which is kind of crazy to think about, by the way. Bellinger is hitting .452 with 7 home runs, a 1.270 OPS, 18 runs scored, and 22 RBIs in 19 games.
Solid.
Now, once again, I will say this as a plea. Do not trade Cody Bellinger.
You're so going to trade him.
Give him an opportunity. And this is all you'd have to do if you're the Cubs.
He's so going to get traded.
This is all you have to do if you're the Cubs. At the end of the day, at the end of the season, more specifically, the Cubs are going to have to make a decision. Mm-hmm. And last year, they elected not to sign or trade Wilson Contreras. They decided not to trade Wilson Contreras at the deadline. And they said, you know what? Instead, at the end of the season, we're just going to let him walk, get nothing out of the deal. And then we're going to re-sign Ian Happ to a 3-year deal. Okay, number one.
Are you mad about that?
No, just a little. This is the incompetency that I'm talking about. At the trade deadline, they show that they just have no clue what pieces they should get.
What if they didn't get a good enough offer?
Then you should have traded him at the deadline.
But that's what I'm saying. What if they didn't get a good enough offer at the deadline?
Then you should have ponied up the money
to re-sign him?
Yes.
Is he doing well this season?
It doesn't matter. That's beside the point.
No, it does matter.
It's beside the point.
No, Nick, it does.
It's beside the point.
Is he doing well
Would
this
I rather
year?
have Yan Gomes or Wilson Contreras? I'd rather have Wilson Contreras.
Is Wilson Contreras doing well this season?
We're about to find out. He was doing really poorly at the start.
Because if he's not, then they made the right choice.
Wilson Contreras, okay, hitting .245, 11 home runs.
Compared to Yan Gomes? This is important,
definitely,
Nick, because if you're saying that if you didn't get a good enough trade,
Yan Gomes is hitting .235 with 8 home runs.
Pretty similar.
Those
are pretty similar stats.
But
Yan Gomes cheaper than Wilson Contreras.
Very much so.
There you go. They made the right choice.
There's also something about a core.
Nick,
there's some Rico.
How well did they do last season? Nick,
here's
how well did they?
Here's what we're going to talk about.
No, how well did they do last season?
They lost. Nick? They were bad.
There you go. Then why do you need to keep a losing core together?
So here's the deal, Rico.
No, there is no deal.
You can ask the Kansas City Royals that 2 years before they won the national championship, the World Series.
They were on the up and up. The Cubs
are not.
The Cubs
are 3 games below 500.
Exactly. So why do you keep the core?
There is no core anymore. There's no more core to keep.
Nick.
Because they were ridiculous on their core. They traded away Anthony Rizzo for some AA first baseman that nobody's heard of. And then they trade Chris Bryant for like nothing. We've been waiting on Pete Crow Armstrong and part of the Javier Baez deal for 2.5 years now. He's just hanging out in AAA. That's all we've done. That's all you've done. I didn't want to turn this into a rant, but here's what I'm saying.
So if they would have traded Wilson, they probably would have gotten the same thing. They would have gotten nothing. No matter what,
would have gotten something. Something is better than nothing.
Something that you're going to wait 2.5 years and still not showing any progress.
Well, here at the end of the day,
it's pretty much the same as getting nothing.
Rico, unfortunately, let me tell you how this is going to play out.
You know what? I think they made the right choice. Congratulations, Chicago. Good choice.
Congratulations, St. Louis.
Good job.
You got Wilson Contreras. Here's my thought on there's two ways that this is going to play out.
Mhm.
They're going to trade Cody Bellinger for a bunch of AA prospects that are ranked pretty high
To the Yankees.
but from the Yankees, because that's probably where it's going to go, because the Yankees need a left fielder.
That's where he's going to
and,
play.
and Cody can play left field. So that's going to happen for two middle of the road prospects, and they're just going to allow it to happen. And then the Chicago Cubs are going to be set back, 3 or 4 years.
Mhm.
Because then it's like, why did you even re-sign Ian Happ? Nobody knows. So then,
Court again.
yeah, what core now? Dansby Swanson for 7 years. This is okay.
No, you like that
This is-
signing.
I love the Dansby Swanson signing, but what are you going to do with it?
Have Dansby Swanson.
We don't have.
It was a good night. Oh, the sunglasses are coming off. He's so bad.
I am getting fired up right now because here we are ahead of the deadline, 7 days, a week before. Actually, about this time, we're going to find out whether or not the Cubs
This time
have a
next week?
spine.
This
Will you pony up and pay Cody Bellinger, please? Just wait till the end of the season. You're going to probably have to pay a little bit more than you want, but why? Because you already took an aggressive offer at $17.5 million for 1 year, and then you're going to back that up with a multi-year deal in order to hopefully prolong this 500 and slightly above 500 baseball that you're playing to get you into the playoffs and see what happens. And then guess what? You can eventually be a buyer at the deadline.
I think it's going to be a while before that's happening again.
So it's either going to be that or they're going to trade Bellinger next Monday, and I'm going to be heartbroken. And you're not even going to be here to witness it.
Nope. They're going to trade Cody.
Rico's taking the week off.
I am.
Understandably so.
They're going to trade Cody Bellinger. You know this.
I actually don't. The better that he does,
The less likely.
the less likely, in my opinion. And here's why. So the Yankees aren't going to want to give up a ton of actual promising guys.
They don't want to have to trade what they, even part of what they were going to trade or thinking about trading for Shohei Ohtani to get Cody Bellinger.
Well, because I'd also say this here. Is Cody okay? So as good as Cody Bellinger has been playing in the month of July,
You're not getting Jason Dominguez.
as good as Belly has been this season, and as much of a bounce back as he has had. Like, is he the guy that's going to take you over the top?
Yes.
Okay, well then maybe you will take.
We just need one more bat.
Maybe you will pay pretty hefty
We
price.
just need one more bat, and for Aaron Boone to forget his keys every time there's a game.
Yeah, just leave your keys at home.
Just don't.
All right, so there's the Cubs rant. I could keep going, but I'm not.
I know you could. I can tell.
I can't believe I took the sunglasses off without even
You're
realizing it.
so upset. You like
We might have to clip that. Might have to clip
You
that
were
later.
so mad.
All right, 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show today. We'll definitely want to hear your thoughts. There's plenty of good, interesting thoughts on there. So we definitely will mention those here in a few minutes. But you guys can, once again, chime in the show, 402-464-5685. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, let's talk a little NIL, because as it's a couple days older, but the volleyball team got a pretty generous donation that I haven't been able to talk to Rico about. I talked to him about it with Austin last week, but I haven't been able to talk to Rico about it yet. And I definitely want to break it down with Rico, get your guys' thoughts as well. You guys know the phone number. Join us on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel. 951 is the place to go for that. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back on the happy hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happiness next. 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Animal Hospital, your pet, here, healthier furry friends.
It's a new era for Nebraska football with a new head coach. Gear up for the season with 93.7 The Ticket's coverage of Big Ten Media Days. Live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis on July 26th and 27th. Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, and Jake Sorensen will be in Indy for our shows on Wednesday and Thursday. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate, Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, and the 1890 Initiative.
John Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. Black and white trucks. You know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
July marks 8 years of the Body Shop being open for business and serving Lincoln the best massage options in the area. Dennis and his team would like to thank all customers who have stopped in and let them relieve the pains and stress in their lives. Your continued business allows them to do what they are passionate about. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, your go-to for all types of massages at 48th and A.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell's GMC, and Coppell's big summer sales event is kicking off into high gear with lots of fantastic offers still going on. We've got 0.9% interest rate and bonuses on select new models. I know it all sounds too good to be true, but yes, 0.9% right now at Coppell. Also ramping up our back school vehicle building fast. We've got great new pre-owned and GM certified units ready to roll. So stop on by the dealership or online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Great Diesel and Equipment Services go-to place in Lincoln for repair and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top. Give Great Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of through this morning. Severe weather not out of the question either. But then sunshine and hot weather take over for the afternoon. We'll see a high around 96. Cloudy skies and the low of around 70. And tomorrow we'll see more partly sunny skies, more hot weather as well. We'll see a high of around 96. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Nebraska soccer team wants to see you this fall at Hibner Stadium for their 2023 season. Season tickets are on sale now. Reserve your spot to cheer on the Huskers as they take on some of the best teams in the Big Ten and around the country. Opponents include Missouri, Wisconsin, St. Louis, and more. To buy tickets, go to huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. They have a full season of fun set for this fall. For promotional information, visit huskers.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I don't believe you people.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Sponsored by Ember Fence and Net. 93 at ticketfm.com.
Take those damn sunglasses off.
Once again, we're back here on the Happy Hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Make sure you pick up your 93.7 The Ticket sunglasses.
They're very fashionable, but they don't look good on you.
Oh, come on, Rico. It kind of hurt putting them on around the headphones.
Yeah,
I will say.
It's gonna you got the pressure on you. Well,
That's
I mean,
right.
you only got one on your ear because you like to be fancy.
No, that's not true.
Fancy pants.
Actually, these aren't too bad, surprisingly. These are pretty good.
They're really good. I wore them all weekend.
Yeah, they are good. Okay, so we decided to all right, so pecan pie decided to rub it in my face. He got mad at the little Cardinals comment that I made earlier. All right. He says, "Hey Nicholas, the Cubs record."
Damn, he's using your government.
Yeah, for just to make it quicker. I appreciate all the statistics. Just wins. The Cubs have 1,700 plus wins, and the Cardinals have over 1,900 plus wins. Head to head since 2001, the Cardinals are leading by 10 games. And he says, so I guess you can enjoy being ahead of them in the standings right now. Hey, at least you acknowledge it. That was a lot more of a professional and kinder reply than Mississippi Mud Dog gave me.
But who has won a World Series more recently?
That's true. David Freese can't save you now, pecan pie. David Freese. That was such a good playoffs. Okay. Should we get to a little bit of volleyball action here, Rico?
Sure.
By the way, Shock Dogs called the Cubs a glorified Kansas City Royals team.
Dang.
That hurts.
Big market Royals?
The reason I put my sunglasses back on is because Notorious B.I.B. told me to.
Yeah.
He said, quit questioning the Cubs management and put your sunglasses back on. So once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line. Okay, so this kind of made news late last week, and it's starting to sink in here that the volleyball team received a contribution of $5 million to over the course of 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
This obviously equals out to about $50,000 or $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
To use specifically on their roster. And so when you look, I guess, up and down, Nebraska just starting here recruiting wise. Rico, I was speaking to somebody around the volleyball team over the weekend, and they said, and I quote, Nebraska's going to be able to get whoever they want.
It's not like they weren't able to get whoever they wanted before,
but
this is going to put it on a different level.
Yeah, you still had to beat Texas.
Yeah, because before it was just, and this is what a lot of recruiting is probably based on before NIL. Actually, it's what all recruiting was based on before NIL. Is before for Nebraska volleyball, it was just John Cook is one of, if not the best coach coaching right now.
Yeah.
Nebraska volleyball is at the top of their game every single season. You're going to make it into the NCAA tournament. You're probably going to play in a Final Four. You have a very good chance of making it to and winning a national championship. That is what Nebraska volleyball was able to sell each and every single year. That's why they were able, or that's why they have been the top overall class the last 3 years or 3 of the last 4 years, something along those lines. But now with this very generous donation, they'll be able to not only have all of that in their back pocket, but now they're going to be able to say, hey, now you can be a brand ambassador for, I think I was looking up for the Fast Cash app that they have coming in.
Oh, wow.
You'll be able to, get however much money they decide they're putting aside for each player. It's going to put things on it's going to put Nebraska volleyball on a much larger scale just because of the wins will come, and now you'll be able to get paid equally for your play and again your name, image, and likeness.
Well, so what's interesting, this is the biggest contribution towards specifically a women's program in the country that we know of. That's public, right? And it's once again over 10 years. So you want to talk about longevity. then I mean, there's certainly that plays a factor into it. Rico kind of talked about the recruiting classes. 2023, Nebraska signed the number 2, and this comes from Prep Volleyball 2023. It signed the number 2, number 4, number 5, number 7, and number 13 players in the class. So far in 2024, they have the number 2, the number 14, and the number 26th overall players in the class. So you want to talk about they had the clear-cut number 1 recruiting class in 2023. I mean, all of your recruits within the top 13 players in the entire country, and coming from all over the country. Obviously, you have one from Colorado, one from Ohio, another from North Carolina, one from South Dakota, and one from Michigan.
I mean, with the sport being so big in the state, they're able to kind of grab whichever highly rated prospect from inside the state that they want and then reach outside the state for a different position that maybe there isn't a player rated that highly or a player that fits in their system as well as they believe that player could. So they'll go outside of the state and get that person. I mean, 2 of the last 4 number 1 overall setters in the nation have committed to Nebraska. And that was Kennedy Orr, who was the number 1 overall player when she took that title from Lindsey Krause late in the season of their high school senior seasons. Lindsey Krause ended up finishing as the 2nd overall player, so they got 1 and 2 in that class. And then Bergen Riley, with this last class, was the number 1 overall setter, and she even has national team experience, as she played on the World's team for the USA Volleyball. So I think it was in Brazil. She was down in Brazil during her high school senior season, but during her high school senior year, playing with the U.S. national team in Brazil while, her classmates were up in, where is she from? I want to say one of the Dakotas. I could be wrong there. But she was down in Brazil doing homework in the hotel room while her teammates were out doing whatever they were doing.
We got a question on the text line, 402-464-5685. How good is the Florida transfer? That's talking Merritt Beeson. Obviously. She's from Alabama and helped the Gators to a share of the SEC championship last year. Pretty good player that's going to play a big role for Nebraska.
She'll be playing all 6 rotations. She's going to be one of the star players for this team. She has experience, again, on the national team, the U21 team, I believe, maybe the U20 team. She played with, I think it was Becca Alec and Lexi Rodriguez on those teams that won gold overseas. So she's one of the top players in the nation, coming in as a sophomore to Nebraska from Florida.
Won and named a team captain for 2023.
Yep. And
so if that tells you anything,
your first year of the program and you're named a team captain after transferring in, I believe sophomore. I could be wrong. She could be a junior. But named a team captain in her first year here at Nebraska. Again, she has experience playing with a couple of the players on Nebraska's roster already, but she's going to be all 6 rotations. So she probably will not come off the court at all during matches until they, get close to sweeping a team, and then the starters get pulled out and you get everybody else in.
This is going to be a team that I think it's going to be obviously super easy to cheer for because they're, so talented. But what's crazy is that not a single senior on this roster right now.
None at all. Which is going to be a bit of a problem at the end of the season.
And very seldom does Nebraska volleyball have to deal with transfer departures, right? So that's going to be kind of an interesting angle on this entire thing as we go forward. Husker fans might have forgotten that Whitney Lowenstein is no longer with the program, decided to just walk away from volleyball due to some family stuff going on. So Whitney Lowenstein is no longer with the program. So that kind of freed up a spot there, but they filled it with another all SEC type of player in Merritt Beeson. Obviously has probably one of the best recruiting classes that they've had and that's saying a lot. When you look at the type of commits and the rankings, one of the best that they've had in the last few years.
It's right up there. It's right up there with
much more.
2 years ago's freshman class. But no, this is right up there as one of the best classes that they've ever had. But like you said, no seniors on this roster is going to be a little bit of an issue come the end of the season because they do have 4, I want to say, commits coming in this next season. No seniors, nobody's moving on.
Yeah.
You're going to have to find some space somehow. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens at the end of the season. But not focusing on that, focusing on this season. No seniors. Everybody has experience playing. You've got very, very talented freshmen coming in. You're probably going to see 2 to 3 of them playing a pretty prominent role as the season goes on. I said before, and I'll say it again, I really like this team to make it to the Final Four and be down in Tampa. And I can say that because I'm not part of the team.
And so that's what's interesting. I mean, so Nebraska has a great opportunity ahead to do something in on the national scale. So we'll kind of see. But once again, going back to just strictly the NIL stuff, $5 million over the course of 10 years is a pretty hefty contribution made to specifically a volleyball team. So once again, it's Nebraska's input and just the focus on the volleyball team and the volleyball program, and they'll continue to win games. I honestly, this is, I mean, safe to say, well past when John Cook is the head coach, right? Because there's little doubt, and I don't want to bring this up again, but like there's little doubt to whoever the successor is to the throne, the heir to the throne is for Nebraska volleyball, that it's going to be someone that has plenty of experience and the trust and basically John Cook's blessing as well to run the program.
He'll be the one, if things go as they probably should, he'll be the one choosing his successor. They'll be handed the keys to a Lamborghini. You just got to try not to crash it. And with the coaching tree that he's built out, whoever he decides to hand the keys over to, like you just said, is going to have a ton of experience and is going to be more than ready to command the ship that is Nebraska volleyball.
Let's go ahead and take our break. When we come back, we're going to dive into a little bit of Husker hoops as they announced another addition yesterday. They still have one open scholarship remaining for the upcoming season. Obviously, a lot of new faces. They also leave for Spain this coming Friday for just some games over in Spain. So we'll kind of tell you about that. Fred Hoiberg met with the media earlier this morning as well. We'll fill you in on that. And then I'm not sure if Strick is in the building quite yet, but I will be sticking around with Strick for today as Austin is on vacation. So I'll be with Strick from 2 to 4. So if Strick's not here, then I'll fill you guys in on what we're going to be talking about in the 2 and 3 o'clock hours. But for now, let's just go ahead and take our break. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap up the happy hour on the ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 the Ticket Store to stay in touch. Listen along wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Keep summer green with Judson Bailey and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheap summer instant forget-em outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep the green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Y'all feeling lucky? Luke Combs here, and I have an exclusive opportunity for you to win $500,000 by joining me in the Living Lucky with Luke Combs lottery experience. When it rains, it pours for lucky fans and lottery players who enter to win a chance of a lifetime. Join me in Nashville for a private concert at the iconic Ryman Auditorium in 2024. One lucky winner will have the chance to walk away with $500,000 at the end of the show.
Details at nelottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs ticket top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
July marks 8 years of the Body Shop being open for business and serving Lincoln the best massage options in the area. Dennis and his team would like to thank all customers who have stopped in and let them relieve the pains and stress in their lives. Your continued business allows them to do what they are passionate about. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop, your go-to for all types of massages at 48th and A.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club, or space club, and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? No, forget that. How about a margarita club? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge and join the best club in town. 10 flavors of margaritas like Maui Wowie, burnt pineapple, and mango tango. Try all 10 of them and receive your own souvenir margarita glass. Make it your new Monday night tradition. $4 margaritas and $4 taco baskets. Grab the crew and head on over. Monday nights or any night. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter to get the most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance to come through this morning. Severe weather not out of the question either. But then sunshine and hot weather take over for the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 96. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low of around 70. And tomorrow, we'll see more partly sunny skies, more hot weather as well. We'll see a high of around 96. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
When I gave you the cookie, I heard very clearly, I don't think about you, Schmidt.
Why would I think about you?
Because we're friends. We're not animals.
We're men. The only time a man is allowed to think about another man is when that man is Jay Cutler.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here one final time on the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert and Rico joining you as usual, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And we have a special deal because it's National Tequila Day.
Yes, it is. Elevate your National Tequila Day today with Maestro Dobel Diamante Cristalino Reposado Tequila.
Oh, hey, Rico. Can we
look.
just put that on? Can we just cut that and record it, keep it recorded, and just so we can play it every single time?
There you go. I had to throw the accent in there. You're welcome.
Can you do it again?
Maestro Dobel Diamante Cristalino Reposado Tequila.
Thank you.
Or could say tequila.
Nice.
750 milliliters on sale today only at the Still for $36.99. Save $10 today only at the Still, just south of 70th and Highway 2 in Lincoln.
Or if you want to be current, Nebraska Highway.
70th and Nebraska Highway in Lincoln.
There you go.
Ridiculous.
I don't like Nebraska Highway. It's always Highway 2.
Just call it Highway 2.
I don't know why we ever had to change it. But either way, okay.
Because everybody needs to know that the highway is in Nebraska.
402-464-5685. It was announced earlier today that College Game Day for Week 1 is going to go to Charlotte to be at the Battle of the Carolinas, North Carolina versus South Carolina.
Oh, that's actually cool.
On Week 1. Now, this got me thinking because there's some other. There's some.
What are the other Week 1 games?
I don't want to say better games going on Week 1. Because obviously that is a rivalry, and it's somewhat of a staple that every year they play Week 1.
Do you know why they're going there? For Nick Harper.
Oh, wait, it's Nebraska Parkway?
Is it?
Whatever it is.
Either way.
Ridiculous.
It's Highway 2.
So it's also called the Duke's Mayo Classic. That's the name. That's the advertiser on there. The Duke's Mayo Classic. But
what are the other week 1 games?
Nonetheless, this got me kind of thinking later on this season. ESPN and College Game Day don't really enjoy going places that for games that they're not broadcasting. It makes it awkward, right? You'll turn it on. You'll turn on Fox. Like if for the Ohio State Michigan game, for example, it's always big noon on Fox right now, and in future it might be on CBS. Well, Fox or CBS might be doing their pregame show from inside the stadium, but you also know that either ESPN is on there or there's also, in the stadium for right up to kickoff. So you got 2 shows going on inside the stadium, or you have to worry, like if you're on ESPN, you have to flip the channel to Fox, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't help ESPN out a ton because a lot of people would just flip on Fox. So that way they don't have to change the channel again.
Like, I'll just watch this.
Yeah. So
there isn't really anything else in week 1 there's like one other game, but
so it's not necessarily the week 1 idea, and I have no problem with them going North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm fine with that.
It should have gone to Utah, Florida. Well, Florida at Utah.
It's on Thursday, so that's a little tougher.
You're right.
That's a little tougher. But as we go forward here, and ESPN strictly partners with the SEC, maybe picks up a little bit of Big 12, not a whole lot though. And same with like ACC stuff. The likelihood that, and maybe this is okay because I'm not as much of a fan of College Game Day anymore, especially now that they got rid of some of the people on there. They allowed Maria Taylor to walk. They allowed Tom Rinaldi to walk. They moved on from David Pollock as well. They've kept Desmond Howard on there, right? So like, there's been a lot of changes in this on that show. I've started gravitating towards Fox Big Noon. I really enjoy the analysis of like Urban Meyer.
Oh, Bear's not even going to be on Game Day either.
Bear's not on College
Is he on
Game
Fox?
Day. Is Bear on Fox now?
I think he might be.
But either way, I found myself start to gravitate towards the Reggie Bush, the Urban Meyer. Bob Stoops was there for a little bit of time.
Matt Leinart? No.
Yeah, Matt Leinart.
Is it Matt Leinart?
It's Matt Leinart.
It's one of those USC quarterbacks.
I've started gravitating, or no, is it Brady Quinn? It's Brady Quinn, not Matt
not
Leinart.
a USC quarterback.
Yeah, Brady Quinn. So I've started gravitating towards that. And now like I'm seeing this like Nebraska may not. It's going to be a very long time before a Big Ten conference game is potentially on College Game Day. Not that it's a huge deal.
Outside of an Ohio State game when Nebraska is decent.
Yeah, like
if Nebraska is undefeated going into the Michigan game, is Big Noon here? What are the other games in week 5?
Okay, so week 5. So week 5, they're Saturday.
I don't think they will be, but this is just for your point, saying that it might be a long time before Nebraska's up there because you'll have to be good, you'll have to be ranked, the other team will have to be good and possibly ranked. Like that's the only way that Big Noon is going to come here outside of going to a random Ohio State or Michigan game, maybe a Penn State game, because you're going to go where you're going to get the most viewers, and those 3 are going to get you the most viewers.
It's that, but then I think there also plays a part in like, all right, if the SEC has a game at 6 p.m. on ESPN, let's go there, even if it's not as good of a game. Then rather than going to Nebraska where it's an 11 a.m. kickoff on Fox and they have to change channel to even from where we're at. When let's be honest, the media rights deal doesn't involve ESPN.
No.
So
they'll go to a Kentucky-Arkansas game before they come to Nebraska.
So in week 5 where it's Michigan, Nebraska, right? There are a couple other interesting games. You have Georgia at Auburn. That one's going to kick, there off the bat.
Was that Hugh Freeze?
Yep, Hugh Freeze and Kirby with a little bit of Peyton Thorne action in there. Doesn't really make you that excited. Doesn't really do a whole lot for you.
Like that game, I just feel like Georgia's going to steamroll Auburn. It's first year Hugh Freeze. He's back in the SEC.
It's at Jordan Hare. It's at Auburn, though.
Yeah, no, Georgia's going to steamroll.
So it's Georgia at Auburn. There's a neutral site game between Texas A&M and Arkansas. That one's being played in Cowboy Stadium or in AT&T Stadium.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a neutral site game.
Depends on how they're doing.
How about this? You have a big, oh my goodness, you have a Big 12 matchup.
Ooh.
This one's kicked off at 9:15 p.m.
Whoa.
between Cincinnati and BYU.
I want to watch that
I'll
one.
be staying up for that one.
I want to watch that one, but they're not going to that one.
They're not going to that one, but
Yeah,
that's just a game I saw. Alabama at Mississippi State. LSU. There's a lot of good games week 5.
First year post Mike Leach passed away.
Yeah. Alabama, Mississippi State. LSU, Ole Miss. There's a lot of good SEC games on here.
Dang.
There's a lot of good SEC.
That's the best one so far.
USC, Colorado. At Colorado.
Damn it, they're going to that one. They're going to that one.
Yeah, there's probably some good ones.
If
here.
Colorado has 2 wins, they're going to that one.
Well, we'll see if Colorado has 2 wins.
Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley
dueling
visiting prime.
I would be on board with this, and the networks unfortunately probably would have never allowed this to happen. 7611 says, "I'm hoping Michigan versus Nebraska is an NBC night game. Nebraska has to have another night game." I don't see necessarily that happening, because if Nebraska's playing well, number one, and Michigan's undefeated like we're expecting them to be, then that one's probably going to be an 11 a.m. Fox Big Noon kickoff.
Well, do they have to claim those before the season starts?
No. There's some flex spots that they can put them in.
Okay.
Whether you're a 2:30 p.m. kickoff or 3 p.m. kickoff or
if the thing is Michigan's going to be doing well, if Nebraska's doing well, that's the game they're going to want. Out of the Big Ten games, that's the one they're going to want.
Yeah, so some of the other Big Ten specific games in that week are Michigan State at Iowa, Indiana at Maryland, Penn State at Northwestern, Illinois at Purdue, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, none of those scream Big Noon. No. Nebraska, now Big Noon has to hope Nebraska's doing
Ohio
well.
State not play? Ohio State must have a bye this week.
Bye week? That early? Jeez. Do they play on Thursday or something?
That can't be right. So never mind. Okay. Either way. Ohio State must have a bye that week 5 because they are not showing up here.
All
right. So that's once again. Stick around on the block with myself and Eric Strickland are coming up. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. Nyheim Hines, the Buffalo Bills running back, got injured in a jet ski incident.
Not his fault.
And this comes right after the whole running back situation. We're going to lead off with that, talk a little bit of Saudi Arabia and how they're paying everybody on planet Earth. That and more coming up on the block. Stick around.
Adios.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals ball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's a new era for Nebraska football with a new head coach. You're up, see the tickets. Stadium in Indianapolis, July 6th and 27th. Jay Foreman, Amon Green, Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, and Jake Sorensen will be in Indy for our shows on Wednesday and Thursday. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by Ben Bleicher of Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate, Gary Michaels Clothiers, Warhorse Gaming, A1 Automotive, and the 1890 Initiative.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heat, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of some through this morning. Severe weather not out of the question either. But then sunshine and hot weather take over for the afternoon. We'll see a high of around 96. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low of around 70. And tomorrow, we'll see more partly sunny skies, more hot weather as well. We'll see a high of around 96. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground. Who has been serving